Hello, blockheads. It's been a long time coming, but I've finally arrived at the Face the Music album. Cannot wait to listen to this, but to be honest, I'm even more excited to hear from you guys. Long story short, I know this album is going to be a departure from the earlier albums sonically, and I could be misremembering, but I feel like quite a few of you have told me that this album was a bit controversial with the fans at the time, but I could be talking absolute nonsense. So you know what? I will wait to hear from you guys. In the meantime, let's get into this album. If you'd like to watch the full-length version of this video, you can do so on my Patreon, which is linked in the description. Okay, I intended to do this with the full-screen lyrics, but Apple Music is being stupid right now, so let's do it this way. Alright, intro, Face the Music. I feel like I just turned on the radio. I'm a bit shocked that in this intro, they're already alluding to some of the things I brought up in the intro. I mean, if the guys want to answer my questions in the album, I'm so down for that. And I believe the only songs I've heard from this album are Dirty Dog, If You Go Away, one of my absolute favorites, and Never Let You Go. So, this should be fun. I feel like they just attempted to hypnotize me with 90s hip-hop. Yeah, that's what I feel after listening to that intro. I am even more intrigued now, so I say we just keep this going. You got the flavor. What? Sorry, somehow something I just said set off the, can't say her name. The iPhone lady that starts with an S. Guys, it's later. Long story short, I got tired of fighting with Apple Music until they fixed their awful desktop application. I will not be using it in that way again. I will probably go back to Spotify, but in the meantime, I'm trying out Tidal, so this should be nice. Also, Apple Music did not have the lyrics for most of the album, so that was another annoyance. But picking up where we left off, next up is You Got the Flavor. I thought we were going to be in like deep 90s R&B ballad territory by that intro, but no. Okay, I gotta see who produced this. Let's see here. Oh, no! I'll look it up later. I gotta be honest, we're 2 tracks in. Well, really 1 track in, because this is the first track where there's proper singing. But I'm already noticing a drastic improvement in their vocals. So, there's a lot going on already. Loving it though. My question is, what is the flavor? Because I don't like every flavor. I just feel like they must have had choreography in mind when going for these longer track lengths. Of course, this could have just been the result of them doing whatever they wanted to do production-wise, but like I said, I could already picture them dancing to You Got the Flavor. So I'm assuming there'll be much more of that to come, and I'm ready. Alright, next up is Dirty Dog, which I have reacted to, but don't remember it. to be honest. I'm happy to revisit it. Unfortunately, the lyrics for Dirty Dog are not available on Tidal, so I'm hitting up trusty old Genius.
Come on.
I cannot with these lyrics. You better growl, Jordan. Listen, I don't know if this is a bit controversial of me, but I genuinely like that song. I'm not a huge fan of the lyrics, but everything else I really enjoy about it, especially Jordan's lead vocal performance. We're still in the beginning of this album, and I already feel like it's their best work yet vocally. And that really excites me because that was one of my biggest criticisms about their pre-1993 work. So it's nice to see them improving in this way. And next up, Girls.
Girls. Big ups to the finer things in life, to what makes the world go round.
I hear you, Joey. This is so smooth. Okay, seriously, they put some extra seasoning on these background vocals. There's something different going on here, and I love it.
But you can be yourself, come and chill a while. Do your own thing, it won't cramp my style. And I'll be there going right with the flow. Yeah, I know, and also love the way you show.
Girls has the potential to be a top 3 for me, but it's way too early to make that call, especially when I've still yet to listen to songs like If You Go Away again, which I already know is one of my favorites. My expectations are getting higher with each track, which again is a good thing, because I'm starting to see why you guys mention this album so much as being a turning point for them musically. Yeah, overall, I'm already highly impressed. Let's keep this going. If You Go Away.
Just can't live without you. Sometimes I can be careless in my mind. Can you forgive the fool that I've been? Oh,
So interesting how far back their vocals are in the mix on the studio version. I don't think I ever noticed that. Seriously, I'm not going to shut up about this, so get over it, but what is going on with these harmonies? They are so lush. I do see Walter Afanasieff and Trey Lorenz. I mean, both of them worked very closely with Mariah Carey in the 90s, so if they had any hand in what's going on here sonically, that already explains plenty to me. That key change is so smooth. Yeah, I stand by my opinion that If You Go Away is one of their best songs ever. It's one of their best vocal performances, as well as one of their best songs structurally. I guess you could say one of their best composed songs, and again, seeing Walter Afanasieff and Trey Lorenz, it all makes sense. I will have to go back and check to see what other songs on this album, if any, they were a part of, because I'm loving everything about this, and I really hope if they perform it, perhaps during the Vegas residency, they perform the entire song, because that would be awesome. Alright guys, next up, Keep On Smiling.
We were supposed to play for keeps, homegrown from the streets, the jungle in our reach. It ain't about being a hood. When you touch me like you should, I'll rule every day. The pleasure and pain, through the sunshine and rain. Baby, we keep on smiling. Keep on smiling. Smiling for
Okay, this is probably going to be one of my favorite choruses on the album. Very strong. Oh, that's nice. Keep On Smiling was lovely. Again, the bass just grabbed me immediately, and also love that we got another lead moment from Joey. I feel like Keep On Smiling is a perfect example of what New Kids on the Block does best. They're really good at doing those very comforting love songs that feel like a warm hug. And I love when they double down on that. For example, they did that quite a bit on the Still Kids album, which I thought was great. And next up, Never Let You Go. Another one of my favorites, and it's gonna be hard to not picture Jordan in the music video. If you know, you know. These drums are so good. Also, those are some great vocal stacks on the chorus. I feel like I've been swaying side to side the whole time. It's not been intentional. I really need to watch more live performances of Never Let You Go. If you guys have any recommendations, please do let me know. I feel like I have not seen a lot of performances of songs from this album, so have I just not been looking, or am I onto something? And if so, is there a particular reason they don't perform these songs very much? I'm just super curious because I feel like this album is the perfect New Kids on the Block album to be translated into a live setting. It blows my mind that there's not an entire show of theirs where they're performing this entire album. That would have been fantastic. But next up, keeping my fingers crossed.
They were so love crazy till she had a baby. Then he turned and walked away.
Uh-oh.
Will we keep this going on? I see shadows of a doubt, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. And no one takes the blame. With so many gone, we could find a way.
Okay. I'm feeling mixed emotions about what I'm listening to right now. I want to dance, but I also kind of want to cry because it's a heavy topic. Lyrically, this is reminding me a bit of This One's for the Children.
See shadows of a doubt, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
I mean, yeah, that was a very, very fun song, but at the same time, a not so fun song. I don't quite know what to make of the listening experience I just had, but bottom line is I really enjoyed the song on my first listen. And okay, sorry, I just distracted myself reading the bio on this page. I did forget for a second that they disbanded after this album, so perhaps that played a role in why there's no big live show for this album that I know of. Again, you guys will have to let me know the tea. But my goodness, is the production on this album incredible. I've not been let down yet. And next up, Mrs. Right.
Keep it on. Keep it on.
And I am seeing Donnie and Joey have writing credits here.
Swing with you. It's like swing with you. Just swing with you.
At this point, I am starting to believe they just asked for every single good bass line. Like, they must have asked every producer for the best bass-heavy R&B track they could come up with. Forgive me, guys. I don't even know what I'm saying. My words are all jumbled. I'm just overwhelmed by the bass-heavy R&B goodness that this album is turning out to be. So, I'm at a loss for words in the best way possible.
Mine is telling me I'm crazy. Is she the one, although she hardly knows me? Are you really Mrs. Right? 'Cause I can't make up my mind. Girl, you are so fine, so fine. If I play it smooth when Mrs. Right swing this way, oh, will it lead to another heartache, baby? You will be mine, oh mine. I just can't find it. The way that I feel about.
Again, not trying to make comparisons here, and obviously this album came out first, but Mrs. Right gave me some NSYNC vibes, another one of my favorite groups, so that is a compliment. It reminded me of a slowed down version of You Got It by NSYNC, so I'm wondering if NSYNC took a little inspiration from New Kids. Who am I kidding? There is no doubt in my mind every single one of the 90s boy bands took inspiration from New Edition and New Kids on the Block. And you guys know I love Jordan dearly. Also, I cannot believe I have not gushed over how hot he looks on the album artwork. Hello. Oh my gosh. But I have to give Joe Mack his flowers here because every track he's sang a lead on has blown me away. Jumping from this album to more of Jordan and Joey's solo projects to 2008. Going from 1994 to 2008. Oh my gosh, that should be interesting. Alright guys, next up, Since You Walked Into My Life. Well, this is already feeling quite dreamy.
I never knew anything
That chorus is definitely hitting harder on the second go. That could easily be another top 3 track for me. But we'll see. 4 more tracks to go, I believe. That might just be one of the slow jammiest slow jams that ever slow jammed. I was very curious about where they were going to take a 6-minute song, because that's something I've never heard them do before. They pulled it off beautifully, in my opinion. I would have actually loved a key change on that song, but I'm not mad at the absence of one, because instead, they gave us an extended outro. And considering that song is such a slow jam, where it's all about the feeling, I think that choice makes perfect sense. And next up, let's play House.
Oh yeah, girl. To all the cuties, to all the cuties. I think it's time that you let me come inside your happy home.
Harmony? Oh my gosh. They're trying to kill me. This is another track I'd love to see them dance to. And when I say dance, I really mean perform live. So that track probably isn't going to end up being a top 3 track for me, but it got progressively better for me. That's one of the advantages of having a chorus that loops over. Well, when it's a good chorus, it will grow on you pretty quickly. And honestly, after that first listen, I'm a little heartbroken that I can't just find a live performance of it. Well, maybe I can, but I'm assuming not. Oh well. Another perfect track for choreography. Just saying. Next up, I Can't Believe It's Over. And we're back to the nasty bass lines.
Here we sit together in the sand. I hear you saying you hope I'll understand. Can't believe it's over. Can't believe breaking my heart.
You better sing, Jordan Knight. This is Jordan channeling his inner prince. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Like a wave, you're drifting out to sea. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe
Just so we're clear, the only reason I'm not freaking out right now is because I'm trying to process what I'm hearing. And I'm afraid if I let a little too loose, a bunch of expletives will just come out. Because that's what I'm feeling inside right now, even though I'm not showing it. just know I'm freaking out internally, as I'm sure you all are. That is probably one of the best tracks I've ever heard from them, like talking entire discography so far. I expected the song to grow in the latter half, but they took it in a direction that I did not see coming. And I'm not even going to think about whether or not there exists a live performance or more of that song, because I don't want to get my heart broken before the album's over. So nope, not even thinking about that. I will just take the track for what it is and leave it there. All right, next up, I'll Still Be Loving You.
Oh, baby, don't matter for how long life goes on. I'll still be loving you, girl. I'll be around.
That's a nice melody.
Baby, no one else will do. Believe in me when clouds appear. Now don't you fear? Maybe we're gonna weather the storm. Everything I am, girl, till forever's coming home. Till the mountains tumble down, I'll still be loving you, girl. Till the stars fall from the sky, till the seas all run dry. Oh, baby.
That might be my favorite vocal performance from Joey on this album so far. As for the song overall, it's another that's not going to be in my top tracks, but I enjoyed it very much. And my favorite part of the track would have to be the outro, because I just love when Joey really lets loose. It's one of my favorite things about watching him perform Please Don't Go Girl live. And yeah, last track, I'll Be Waiting.
I'll be waiting for you through the break of dawn. Would you come back to me? I'll be waiting for
Oh,
break of dawn.
they're not letting up with the bass. And I'm glad.
I'll be waiting for you through the break of dawn. Always, always. Now that we found love, you're all I'm dreaming of. Girl, you make me feel so good inside. I'll be
There's something different about the clarity of the vocals on this track. I don't know what they did differently, but the vocals are even clearer on this track.
I'll be waiting when you call me.
Ooh, okay, that concludes the album, and this was both a stressful and stress-relieving listening experience for me. Stressful because of my technical difficulties, stress-relieving because they blew me away. First of all, I absolutely loved the structure of these songs compared to their previous works. This album is without a doubt more R&B than pop, so it makes sense that they would experiment with longer track lengths. And I think those longer track lengths gave the instrumentation more time to breathe. So wonderful job on the production and composition. Also, 10 out of 10 job on the vocals. I cannot get over how much of an improvement this album is vocally. And honestly, it makes me even more nervous to get hit with the whiplash of a 14-year time jump. But I'm ready for it. As for my favorites, I did not dislike any track on this album, but if I had to pick a top 3 right now, mine would be Girls, If You Go Away, and I Can't Believe It's Over. But I do want to give a few honorable mentions because I can't not. Honorable mentions go to Never Let You Go, Mrs. Right, and Since You Walked Into My Life. But of course, guys, I'd love to know what your top 3 tracks are, as well as your opinion on this album, and any memories you have of this New Kids era. And let me know what you'd like me to check out next. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.